What's going on, everybody? Mike here, and welcome back to the channel. What I had planned for today, I have to postpone due to not all the parts being there. But anyways, it's been a while since I've been in the shop here, since the video I made where I discussed how much it costs to build it. And that's just because I've been having some really insane health problems, which I'll touch on here in a bit here, but check out this. Like, you guys know that this is a brand new shop. Like, brand new, we just built it. Well, where the seams are right? Those are holes all the way through. Like, all the way through. Those are holes, okay? I give this about another couple weeks and this will be destroyed, right? Down here, same thing, holes. Where are the corners? You can see where the corners were, like where it was folded. So same with along here, there, down over here. There's holes. The rest of it though seems pretty good. There's one little one there, but up here, kind of seems okay. A bit, you know, you got one there, a bunch down here along the seam and where it's joined, right? You got a fuck ton here for some reason, right? Just everywhere. Okay, and then you get to the door, and you guys, it's hard to see because the light's on, but you can. There's one there, a big line here. Here, and you can feel wind coming through that. Like, you can feel the weather coming through those. So this insurance claim, I better get a fucking free one, and the whole 3-year bullshit, they can shove up their ass. This didn't even last 3 fucking weeks, and look at it. And that's all on the seam, guys, where they folded it. Absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. So this side here seems not as bad, because you can't really see because the sun, I guess, isn't shining. But otherwise, I'm pretty sure that side would be just as bad as this. Like this, that's just that's just not good. I don't care who you are. If you're doing business like that, and this is your heavy duty product, and it hasn't lasted as long even as your shittiest product, you need to think about your company. So hope this doesn't turn into some kind of lawsuit against Shelter Logic, but you know, what the fuck kind of garbage is this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, holes and everything. So I can go around and I can tape every single one of them. But why should I spend my money on tape to fucking fix their mistake? So I'll email them and see what they gotta say. Anyways, as you guys can see, we got some stuff happening here. That's because what I planned on doing today, like I said, before I went on a tangent there about the shop, which is heartbreaking. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, I just had to have a drink of water. I was starting to get cotton mouth from the meds that I'm on. Today for me it's Saturday. This is a little bit kind of like what's going on here, why I haven't been posting much lately. I have not been feeling the greatest for a while. Some of you guys, longtime subscribers, may know, I think it was about 1.5 years ago, almost 2 years ago, I kind of ripped the bicep real bad on my left arm. Like, I ripped it almost off the bone. And for the sake of filming and shit, I would never have my brace, I'd never have the sling, nothing like that. I would just hide it very well. Well, building the shop kinda crept up on me, I guess you could say. It fucked me up bad. I hadn't been able to really, like, my arm went dead. Literally went dead. And nothing but pain. I couldn't, like, still to this day, I really can't sleep on it. At night, you can't sleep. It's just, it hurts any position I'm in. But today's Saturday, and it was Wednesday. I had either a mild heart attack or a mild stroke. We're not sure yet. We're finding out. That's at least what they're thinking. But what happened was, my arm was bugging me after I dropped the kids off. I went and laid down for a minute, and Mom stopped by, just because there was a guy, so I deal at the co-op, got buy one, get one free, so she grabbed something and was dropping it off. And I was laying in bed, and I went to get up, and when I got up, I rolled over my shoulder and threw it, because I was like kind of half awake. And next thing I know is I'm hobbling down the hallway, hunched completely over, grabbing my arm because it hurt so damn bad. Made it to the living room. I have a glass living room coffee table. Almost smashed through that. I collapsed. Landed on my left elbow, which jammed the pinched nerve that I have, which is what I'm pretty sure caused a lot of issues before. But I also have a pinched nerve in my shoulder, so it jammed the nerve, causing me to basically start shaking uncontrollably. And as I'm trying to tell my mom it's okay, it's pushed me off my arm kind of thing. My language was so fucked up, she thought I was having a stroke. So, and then I collapsed in my hallway and came to soaking wet, but actually cognitive, I was fine, except for being in a lot of pain, I was fine, if you know what I mean. So it's been a lot of testing, a lot of shit like that. So I apologize if videos are sporadic, if they're not that long, just because it hurts a lot still. I've been in a lot better since then. I can't rotate my shoulder or my arm at all. I've got lots of different meds. I'm on a bunch of different shit. I put this cream on last night and my arm burnt. My shoulder burnt nonstop until about 6:30 this morning. So, but yeah, so I apologize, guys. I'm doing the best I can with what I've got left to work with. And also, the shop kind of broke me quite a bit. So, anyways, what I was doing, let me reach in here and grab them. I apologize. Okay. What the plan for today was, yeah, I did that with my left arm, and it hurts. We were gonna do a hood pin install on the Tahoe. That was my plan for today. So I went to Saskatchewan's oldest auto parts store, or hot rods shop, speed shop, we'll call it, Queen City Performance in Regina, and they do let a guy film. So I'm going to be making a walk around video of it. If you guys are interested in that, comment down below, to get a set of hood pins. Okay. Now, oops, sorry. Yeah, they're $50, whatever. They're a really special kind. I didn't realize that the bag was tore open when I got them. So, missing some parts. Let me open it up and show you. Here, what we got to work with. We got locking cylinders, keys, because these are the push lock. They're not the old style pins like we're used to. They actually lock. I'm missing one of these big round guys, as you can see. One of those big long, round nuts. And here's the plates. I'm just gonna rip this open. Fuck it, it's already ripped, right? Here are the plates. Ooh. That it goes like that. Sandwiches. Right? Boom. So we got the plates, which are fine. I got both of those, both tops, both bottoms, and both rubbers that go in between them. So here's the rest of them. Sorry guys, I have it zoomed in so there's not so much glare. So I got all that stuff there. Got the pins themselves, right? Which is awesome. So we got the pins, we got the locks, we got the shields. I am missing the other lock nut for this. So I can do one side, right? I got the two and the big nut there. I can do one side, but I can't do the other side. So I have to go back to the city and to the bolt supply and see if I can get a bolt or a nut and a nut. And then what I might actually do, folks, is I might send this to the body shop in town here, AAA. They do amazing work. The guy's done some amazing work to the Denali. He's helped me a lot with paint correction and getting that thing looking like it does. So I think I might, do the neighborly thing, throw them a good shout out, and we'll get them to do the hood pins on the Tahoe. What do you guys think of that? Comment down below. So, but that, again, will take time, take money. The guy's a little bit broke. So, but what we have planned for today, I'll show you guys in a second. Let me just put this stuff away. Also, when I was at Queen City Performance, I picked up a couple of these guys here. What we're going to do with these is something I've actually had the vision since day one of the build. Is see the factory? Sorry, it's dark, folks. We see the factory LS badge on the side of the truck. We're gonna spice it up a bit, just to you know, kind of signify what's under the hood and all the Holly stuff and all the custom work. So, what do you think of that idea? I got one for each side. In a future video, we're gonna do that. I need to install another light up here somewhere before I do, because like I said, it is hard to see. There you guys can go. But what do you think of that idea? It keeps the factory, but it adds a little bit, right? I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. Anyways, now let's actually start today's video. Okay folks, now to actually begin the video. So you guys can see, we kind of got, you know, kind of a little painting area set up here. I got the camera guy here so I can have you guys up on a view. Got some wax and grease remover. You know, I got some of this VHT nightshades. So you're probably thinking, well, what are we doing here? And no, I'm not blocking out the taillights of the Denali or the headlights or anything stupid like that. But what I am doing is gonna deal with something that's kind of a pain in the ass. And here, let me go show you guys what that is right now. Alright, anybody who owns, you know, one of these kind of vehicles or any kind of newer vehicles that has mirror signals, the thing sucks right here at night. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys straight up. With it being October, well, November 1st, today, you know, it gets dark early, right? So, you know, you got your hazards on, and or not your hazards, but your flashers on and stuff like that more, and you just got your lights on because you're driving at night. Well, these here are a pain in the fucking tits, because say I'm signaling that way, right? And I'm trying to look out that mirror at the same time. You know how hard it is, or even this. Like I'm signaling this way. I'm trying to look out this mirror at the same time. You know how hard it is to look out a fucking mirror when you got a light blinking right here? You know how hard that is? So today, we're going to that's what we're going to block out. We're going to black those out. I was thinking of just blocking out this side of it, but we're going to spray the whole thing because I'm just not going to put up with it. So to begin, what we have to do is push that forward, and then underneath here, guys, there, yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's hard to see, but right underneath there, there's a T10. So we're gonna remove that, and we'll pull this out, and we'll be right back. But that's what we're doing. Just because it's a pain in the ass when you're trying to signal and you can't see because the fucking light. Okay, put them down here or something. If you want to have a side marker light, put it down here, right? Doesn't need to be here. You got one right here. Okay, why the fuck do you need one right there? It's stupid. And this too, that one works too. That's a signal light, apparently. So, overcomplicating, overbuilding the wheel. Anyways, let me go grab the wrench and we'll take that off and we'll begin. And like that, they're off. I did accidentally break them, both of them. It's not a big deal though. We'll still, you know, hold up in there and do their thing that they're supposed to do. I did actually have a set of these ordered a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, but right before the whole postal strike thing happened, and halfway through whatever, my order got canceled and stuff like that. So now that stuff's kind of a little bit settled, I'm gonna order a set just when the money comes in time, because like I said, I've got stuff that I've got going on, and this shop costs me quite a bit of money to do. Well, not quite a bit, but you know, it cost me my nut that I had saved up to do what I was going to do with this thing. And to be truthful, YouTube stopped monetizing me about a month ago. because of the video that I made in Lumsden. Apparently somebody didn't like it up at the YouTube, and yeah, they kind of fucked me a bit. So that's always good, but we're hopefully on the right track to get everything up and rolling again soon. Anyways, I'm going to take these in the house and wash them because they're dirty inside and out. And then I should be able to just lay them down like that, or like that, and spray them. So hopefully we can get a good thing happening here with them. Might have to put something under it to kind of lift it up a bit. Oops, sorry folks, to kind of lift it up a bit. But we will burn that bridge when we get there. Anyways, we'll be back with them all cleaned up and ready to paint. Alright folks, let me move this stuff out of the way so it doesn't get damaged. We've got the lenses all clean. I found out that they come apart, which is pretty cool. You can stick a butter knife in that little tiny crack there and pop them out. So you can get the insides too. So I scrubbed them really good inside and out. So now all that's left to do is to give them a good spray with some of that, some VHT, and we'll see how she looks. I opened it up so I'd have more room to go around. So hopefully we don't get any overspray. But if we do, it is what it is, right? So I'm going to begin by wiping it down with some Duplicolor, the wax and grease remover. I'll wipe them down, and then we'll begin. I'll bring you guys back when I have one in the first coat. Alrighty folks, got you guys up on the tripod. I figured what I'm going to do is I'll just do a coat for you guys, and we'll go from there. It's been a while since I've used a tripod, so bear with me please. It's kind of broken, that's why I haven't used it in like a year or 2 or 3. So, and shaking this can of paint, you know, I have to do it with one arm, so that's all good and game and all. But I got the wax and grease remover on them, got everything wiped down really good. So now all we have to do is just give it a little bit of a spray here, which I should be able to here in a couple more seconds. I'm just waiting for the clock to tick away on the timer because it's a minute since the ball is released, so I think about there is good. Let me get it like that. Okay, there we go. Make sure I got a good angle. I was using the back wall right there to just to get my spray pattern, kinda. Just clear out the nozzle too. So okay. Hopefully that doesn't fall. I'm really nervous that it might fall. So alright, here's the first coat. We'll do this one first here. The trigger likes to hang up, I see. Which is not a good thing, but it's not a bad thing. So, alright. We'll let that tack up a bit. You can still see through it somewhat, so we'll bring you guys back, I think, with coat number 2. And we'll go from there, but I could even leave it like that, guys, and it looks 10 times better, to be honest. So I think I'm going to move it over a little bit more so I have more room. So, because that one needs another coat, but we'll be back in a minute with a second coat. And I don't care if these get totally blacked out because, like I said, they're kind of in the way. Alright folks, there they are. As you can see, when I come by, you can still see the orange just a little bit when I come through, and you can see the top of the light. So the light will still shine through them. It's just they won't be as bright as they were. So I'm going to let these now dry up here. I think it said on the can here, where was it? Dries to the touch in 1 hour, can be handled in 3 hours, cures completely in 24 hours. So in 3 hours, I'll be back to see how they turned out and to see kind of, you know, I think maybe what they look like, because it should be dark by then. Otherwise, I'm going to have to wait till morning to put them on, just because I won't be able to see. So, but yeah, that should make a huge, huge difference. And while these dry, I have something to put on the Denali. I was doing a little, now before you see this and you're going to be like, oh yeah. It's like, no, I was doing a little bit of research. And because I was having issues with the Denali. It was having lots of check engine codes, a lot of issues were coming up with it. And we couldn't figure out why. So I had it at a buddy's shop, and we went through it. Like, that's when I did the oil change and stuff like that. We went totally through it, and found out that that's not the original motor that's in that truck. The VIN number, or the casting numbers and stuff on that block, say that it was, well, and the way that it looked, is a 6-liter. So, and I wasn't sure if it was a truck 6-liter or a car 6-liter. So we did more look into it, and apparently it's from a Trailblazer SS that was totaled off. That's what I was able to find. I don't know if that's true or not 100%. It's just what, when I pop, I'll show you guys when I get the Tahoe out. When I take it to the body shop, I'll bring the Denali in, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. The 6.0 on the block, and it behind the brackets. It's kind of weird. So what I did was, when I was at Queen City Performance, I figured I'd pick up a badge. Everything's backwards now for me here, but I think when I render this in the computer, it flips the other way. I'm not too sure. I'll find out. I can't remember. Or it's just going to be backwards for you guys. But yeah, apparently there's an LS2 6-liter in it. So, which would make a lot of sense why it's got so much power. It almost feels like it's got the same power that this thing does, which is absolutely fucking crazy. That's another reason why I started to kind of investigate it, because it'll dance. Like, that truck is fast. So, and at 251,000, it's 251 on the dash right now. It's done well. So let me go get everything ready, and we'll put this on there while this stuff is drying. Alright folks, how does that look? That look pretty straight with this emblem here. So, because what I did is I took a piece of tape and I went off the bottom of this emblem, brought it down, right? And then I leveled this up to that line. And there she goes. What do you think? Does that look straight to you guys? It doesn't look too much. I think it looks pretty good actually, because we got the GMC on the one side with the red, and then we got the Envoy over here. And I do plan on painting the inside of the Envoy lettering black. I have everything to do it. I just haven't had the time because with health and everything like that. But there we go. We got that on there. Now whether that will, you know, however that works or not, but yeah, I think that lined up pretty well, pretty straight, pretty even. So awesome. That actually looks pretty good. Let's go inside now and see how the lights are making out, or the corner lights are making out. All right. You can still see they got some glare to them. I don't see much for... I see a bug. Look at that. Motherfucker. Oh well. They can't always be perfect, right? But they'll be good enough. I can always clear that out and give her another lick over it. So this side here, it's all right. There's a little bit of shit in it. Whatever. Like I said, I do have other ones coming because those ones were broken. So it's about 4 o'clock now. I'm gonna go inside, make myself a nice drink, and relax for the night. The part number also for that badge I put on there is right here for you guys. So I'm also looking for one for this thing. I was looking for a badge for it, but the 5.3 that's in it's going to be totally changed as well, because when we do pull it out and we do some work to it, it's going to be bored and no, it's going to be based on a 5.3. That's all I'm going to say, right? So we're going to be Zeusing it up as much as we can. I've been in contact with a couple of companies. Actually, they've reached out to me about a motor for this thing, even though I told them, the motor's fine, it just needs cam bearings or, that type of thing. And they want to drop like a 780 horsepower 427 LS in this thing, and I'm like, no, we're good. I don't have the money. No, I'm not taking on no kind of big fucking collabs, and when I'm not in the position, I'm in a shop. This is my shop right now, and it's already got holes in it again. Like, you know what I mean? Oops, sorry, I almost dropped my phone. Painting with a little heater and a little old Amazon box, and that's my radio, right? So things are a little bit budget around here. I can't be affording no $30,000 motors and shit, right? So we're doing a weekend with this. I think next thing I want to do with it, we're going to be popping the hood. We're going to be taking the valve cover off on the side there and checking the rockers and the push rods to see if there's any blockage in the push rods, because every now and then when I start this thing, I hear ticking coming from this side. So that'll be probably next video, I'm hoping. The weather and how I'm feeling, but that's what I got lined up for next. So we're gonna explore and see what's happening with the Tahoe, which hopefully, if I got just like a couple of plugged push rods or something, I can just clean them out, snake them out, and put it back together, and actually everything be good. That would totally be fucking insane, right? You never know, it could be, but we'll see. But I'll be back to see how these turned out here in a few hours. Alright everybody, it's been like about 3.5 hours later, about 7 o'clock at night. So as you can tell, it's dark out because you don't see any dots coming through the shop, right? And you don't see it, right, Haley? Yes. So yeah, it's dark. But in here right now, if it'll show, there we go. It's about 10 degrees Celsius, which is about 50 degrees Fahrenheit, which it's not bad, right? It's actually kind of warm. So these things here, I can touch them now, pick them up, handle them, look at them. You can see they actually turned out really well. So should have no problems when I put them on. It might look, a little bit dull in certain spots here or there, but they just have to prevent the light from shining back in my face when I'm trying to signal. That is all. So I'm going to let these set up overnight more. I'm going to take them in the house and let them just kind of cure more. And then in the morning, I will put them on because I have to head to the city. And then maybe tomorrow night, yeah, you can see I can go more layers, right? I can go more dark with it, so like I can get that out of there, and I can make them darker. So I might actually do that. We'll see. But at the end of the day too, I don't really care enough, right? I got new ones that are coming. So, but I'll take them in, we'll put them on, and we'll see what it looks like. We'll be back. Alright folks, it's the next morning. I brought them in. Hopefully my screen, hang on one second. Okay, there we go, I had to wipe off the lens. Hopefully, these will be a lot, they'll be better. Instead of the bright flashing in your eyeballs. So I brought them in because we got a bunch of rain and wind and stuff last night. So I figured it'd be a lot better to cure them inside. And as you can see, I did give them another spray. This one here was the one that had the bug on it. Right? Well, I got that all off. Right? And then I went to wipe it with the wax and grease remover. And it took all of the tint off. So I had to redo this one entirely pretty much. And then I just gave this one like just a one more kind of thing. So this one's a little bit darker than this one, but not by enough, you know, that I really give a shit right now. If it bugs me or something, I can always take that one off and redo it, or like give it another spray. But it's raining, so I got to get these on so that the wiring doesn't get all fucked up. You know how that goes. So, and then I got to head to the city to pick up the kids. So we'll be back with them on, and then I'll finish the video probably tonight with the darkness, so you can see what they look like at night. So, alright, let me get these on for you guys. Alright folks, I apologize for wind and stuff. It's pretty shitty out here today. But aside from this little right there, it looks not too bad, actually. All the way around. So it blends in nice, honestly. So, which I think is cool. This side too. So you can tell this side got an extra coat. And honestly, this one was harder to get back on than the other one was. But because they're broken, they rattle, right? So, you know, what do you do? What do you do? So, but we'll be back now tonight to finish the video, to see what they look like in the dark. As you can see, she's pretty windy. Let's see what it's like. Ugh. In the dungeon here. Ugh, I still haven't came up with a name for the shop yet. So if you guys think of an idea or a name for the shop, comment it down below. Could be like, you know, Green Bastard or anything like that, even though that's Trailer Park Boys bubbles, but you know, it's been a bastard with, you know, the holes and stuff like that. And I gotta go around and put the bricks down the bottom. I got bricks that I gotta lay all the way. So that's always fun. Anyways, guys, we will see you tonight with the lights. Ooh, shit, she's really ripping in here. Like, it's really pretty crazy out there. But we'll be back with the lights and to see how it looks. So, but I see something else that's starting up here. I don't know if you guys can see. Look at that. Is that a tear along the seam? I sure as hell hope not. But we've already contacted Shelter Logic, so we're just waiting to see what they have to say about this before something happens, because that's not cool. Thing's 2 weeks old, so literally 2 weeks old. Anyway, we'll be back to end the video. All right, folks, it is nighttime, so let's go see what these look like. Oh, I apologize for the glare. What I'm gonna do is just put the four ways on and we'll see what it's like. Where's my four ways? We'll see how bright they are. Ready? Okay, that's still bright, right? This one here isn't working at all. I don't think the bulb in this one's actually working. I think the bulb burnt out. So it's not really that good of a chest, but yeah, at least you can see how dark that one is. It shows that it lights up. So again, I apologize for the wind. So I have to buy a new light for the corner for that side I see. Not a big deal. Anyways, folks, I'm going to head in now, and I will see you guys in the morning to end the video. It is insane out tonight right now. Alright, folks, I think that's where we're going to end it. The next morning, these things seem to be doing good. This one is really loose because, like I said, they were broken, right? So they were just held on there with years and years of dirt and backyard gravel. So I got to put a new bulb in that one, but not a big deal. I should have one in the Tahoe, but it looks a lot better, functions way better, and it's not as a distraction as it was. Like, you got to think about it. When you're trying to signal and look out your mirror at the same time, you can't because it's flashing. Like, how is that safe, right? I don't get it. So, anyways, let's go in the shop here. Finish up. And we'll talk about what we're going to be doing next video. Yeah. Hoping to hear back from Shelter Logic too about, you know, the creases and shit. Got another dot starting. So, yeah, it makes me kind of wonder what the heck's actually going to happen. So, it's like minus 15 outside right now. It's currently, you guys can see there, just about 10 degrees Celsius. So, you know, about 50 Fahrenheit, which some people think it's kind of cold. I personally think that's kind of chilly, even though I'm Canadian. I don't like the cold, I really don't. So hopefully this shop holds heat better than the old one did. I've had this heater going for I think about an hour now since I got home from taking the kids to school, and it's brought it up about 10 degrees in here. It was in the minuses before, so awesome. Anyways, guys, that's where I'm gonna end the video. Next video, we're gonna be investigating the Tahoe. We're gonna be popping the hood. There we go, flip around. We're gonna pop the hood. We're gonna pull the valve cover. We're gonna check the push rods, stuff like that. Make sure there's no blockages or anything like that. Make sure everything is tight. We're gonna check the balls as well, and the seat, like on the cups of the push rod and the lifter or the push rod and the rocker, to make sure we're not getting any like insane galling or, like, you know what I mean. Like, make sure that everything is lubricating properly, and we'll go from there. If that side is good, then the video after that will probably be investigating this side. Like I said, I got to split up my time now just because of my health, unfortunately. Like, this video that I just did has been filmed over like the last 3 days. So my goal is to film every single day again. But even if I don't upload every day, at least get out and film something every day for a couple minutes, and I can put together something for you guys that's, you know, takes a couple days, right? So, but anyways, yeah, next video, we're going to be popping the hood and we're going to be getting that done. Anyways, I want to thank everybody for all the love and support. I really very, very much appreciate it. I've hit personal milestones on the channel, which is cool. YouTube sent me an email saying that they're going to allow me to be monetized again under strict. They're going to be watching me, basically. So we got to be careful with, I guess, what I say, what I do, all that kind of jazz. So, which, you know, it is what it is. So, which is cool. You know, my ads are running again, which is awesome. So, but yeah, it is what it is, right? I started this channel not for that. I started the channel to bring you along on the journey and document me building my LS swap Tahoe. And at the time, the only LS swap Tahoe. So when I started it, there was nothing, and then all of a sudden people did finish theirs before I did, I will say that. But that's if I had the money that's what I'm gonna say, if I had like the numbers that they do, I would have too. It wouldn't have taken me that long, but I was just a guy in, not even this, just in a guy in my mom's garage, working on a shop, paycheck to pay, or working on the truck, paycheck to paycheck to paycheck, while trying to raise kids. So it's, yeah. Now just imagine what I can do if I had the sponsors, if I had the big shop. You know, you guys saw what I did with this, and we're not done yet. I got lots planned for it. I just needed an arrow. So, but until next time, we'll deal with that next time in the future. So, but if you like this kind of stuff, like, comment, subscribe. I did put a new membership tier in when YouTube was screwing up with my stuff. It's like $2 or something. You get all the videos early, and I'm gonna start doing, like, I want to do lives, like, from in the shop here, because in here my phone with my Wi-Fi, it connects really well, so I can actually do live videos with the tripod, and I can have a setup and we can do live Friday Night Lives and stuff like that. Which, if that's what you're into, hit that membership button. When we start getting a few members rolling, we're going to be dropping those videos. We're going to start doing it every Friday. So, until then, take care of yourselves. Love you guys. Next video, we're ripping back into the motor. I can't wait to see what we find. Love you guys. God bless.